Yes, sir.
It's Young Boss.
And just like that, we recording live. It's live on the Tuesday.
You was in a Ray J kind of mood today?
You know I love Ray J anyway.
Can I hit it from the front? Can I hit it from the back?
Yes, ma'am. I know y'all rocking with me out there too. Don't act like y'all don't like Ray J. We all know Ray J is a legend.
Ray J is a clown.
Welcome back, everybody. This is She and I am your host, B-Love, and I always have my very special host with me,
India Marie.
India Marie and B-Love, the husband and wife duo you didn't know you need, but you got us, and we are here to stay.
What's up?
It's the best thing that happened on a Tuesday, well, damn it, since Monday, but tonight, we are Instagram Live in the real way.
But the episode will still post on Tuesday. So
yeah, y'all gonna be posted on Tuesday. So y'all make sure y'all listen to that again too. India,
what's up?
Are you happy to be on live? I gotta give you credit right now.
I am. This was my idea. Give me my credit.
I heard you because Friday I was at work and I was like in a meeting, and I was pissed off after I saw some stuff that really made me mad from some people. Can I talk about it real fast?
You can talk about it.
Yeah, let me talk about it. Kick y'all back in.
I don't even know why it pissed you off that bad because I truly was not surprised.
I wasn't surprised either, but I like I told y'all, I like the publication. I like Nashville Guru, but when I went to look at Nashville Guru, I saw all those podcasts listed, and I saw all of them were white. So I got pissed off, not mad, but I was in a tizzy, like Llama Llama Red Pajama. I was in a bit of a tizzy. I know that because Blake reads their book. Now, when I went to explore all of those podcasts, I noticed that, hey, we are a little bit bigger than a lot of them. But that's neither here nor there. I appreciate them getting their shine, but I also wanted it to be a light shaded on people, not just us, but people who are also out there doing podcasts.
I don't think it was just a podcast article. I think that happens with a lot of their articles when it comes to restaurants. Yeah. And it's just, black businesses, black people are just underrepresented in that publication. So that's why I said I just was not surprised that we weren't one of the Nashville, or we weren't one of the best Nashville podcasts. I mean,
Aisha, I agree with you. They don't deserve me, but like I told you, shout out to my cousin Dang Dang. We go where we are celebrated, not tolerated in a real way. Unbearable. Go out there and get you an unbearable shirt. It's a drop. But anyway, India.
What's
like
up?
I said last time, I usually would say right here, how was your week? But we ain't did nothing. We been in the house. Locked up, won't let me out. I've been in the house with Blake trying to potty train.
Whoa.
But let me stop.
What
did you watch this week?
Oh, so we're going to do that every week now.
Every week until we figure out something. What y'all watching? Let us know what y'all are watching too. What good shows do we need to watch right now?
Because I love a good ratchet show.
Always. Sistas.
I started binge watching Sistas on BET, and you hate BET.
Man, I don't dislike BET. It's like some of the broadcasts are not for me. You know what I'm saying? They are more leaning towards women of your age group.
Anyways, I think that I enjoy it.
Go ahead.
A lot. I was going to say, everybody's watching this damn Tiger show right now.
And Carol did it. I don't care what you guys say. Carol killed her husband. She beat her husband up, put him into the meat grinder, and fed him to the tigers. If y'all have not seen the Tiger King, look it up. It's about Joe Exotic. He's a gay man turning out straight men. It's cool, like whatever you want to do, but go check it out. Don't get turned out. And Pornhub Premium. I see yes sir, Pornhub Premium have released their free package as well.
Seriously?
So if you want to go ahead and get your pornography on, because what you're doing is you're helping keep down the coronavirus.
No,
by masturbating.
You're not.
Yes, you are.
No, you're not. That's disgusting. Mm-mm. I hope you wash your hands when you get done.
Well, who knows? Who knows? Self-Made. We saw Self-Made last week. We also saw The Invisible Man.
Oh my
gosh. Didn't want to watch it.
No, that's what we should have started with. So last Friday was our date night.
We had a date night last Friday.
And Barrett was like, we got to watch this movie. So I was like, all right, cool. What kind of movie is it? And he was like, it was suspense. And it's Invisible Man. It's suspense. And he knows that I do not do horror films. I don't do scary, bloody, nothing. He was like, it's not a horror film. It's not scary. So I was like, all right, fine. So we start on this movie.
It was fire.
And my heart is like pounding the whole time. It's giving me so much anxiety. And I'm just like, nope, this is not for me. And then they get the slicing throats and stuff. And I'm like, no, this is really not for me.
So did y'all, let me ask y'all a question. Did y'all like Invisible Man out there? If you like Invisible Man, give me one of these right here. Because I like Invisible Man personally. She couldn't go to sleep after watching Invisible Man.
I did. I had to watch something to lift my spirits.
It was creepy a little bit, Cecil.
I turned it on.
Creepy.
I turned it on Smart Guy afterwards because it's never gonna let me down.
I don't know how many episodes of Smart Guy there are, but there are way too many. I'm so sick of that shit. Every time I come in the room, Smart Guy. I'm sick of it.
It's a good show.
It has to go off the air sooner or later. So I just had to put that out there too. And listen. So we are now coming to a certain part of this quarantine where we are running out of food. I'll be honest with y'all. We hope y'all have enough food, but we're running out. Now, India, I found out something about her. We all know she's from Memphis, Orange Mound heavy. And I thought that people from Orange Mound knew how to survive. I just found out.
Here we go.
That India did not know what sugar and cinnamon toast was. I put some bread in the oven, put 5 pieces of butter on it because you got to. You got a corner, a middle, a corner, and a corner. It makes the butter spread out over the bread. Now, what you do with the bread when you get it out of the oven, you get you some cinnamon, sprinkle it on. Get you some sugar, sprinkle it on. Then you dust it off like an old pack of cigarettes.
You're not going to be mad at me because I don't want this ghetto-ass cinnamon roll. I do not want your ghetto-ass cinnamon roll.
It's
what is
cinnamon and sugar toast.
It's probably like, what's the dessert from Taco Bell?
It is. A cinnamon twist. It's like a homemade cinnamon twist. And we all enjoy cinnamon twist. I'm telling you, son, I do need a cooking class. I'm telling you. I've been cooking this shit for at least since I was about 8. I learned how to cook cinnamon sugar toast before. Look, Camille, it's fire. I learned how to cook cinnamon sugar toast before I knew how to make cereal.
So you can cook cinnamon sugar toast, but you can't cook nothing else. You can't cook anything else.
I used to really from Memphis. Toast. You ain't from Memphis for real, but I just had to say that because I think you false claiming.
Cinnamon sugar toast does not equal to Memphis. Like,
yeah, it does.
I don't think any of my friends ate cinnamon sugar toast.
Yeah, no, whatever. I'm just saying. But when I noticed, and then my mom sent us some packaged meat, right? And India got mad because my mom said, like, ugh, yuck. Like, I'm not gonna eat this. Has too much sodium. Listen,
sounds like a heart attack.
A hungry man is gonna eat, and a sleepy man is gonna sleep. 2 things I know for sure. Now, if India will get hungry enough, she'll eat anything. I've seen India eat McDonald's coming from the club at night.
That's different. That's different because when you come from the club at night, you're tipsy and you're just hungry and you just want something greasy to sop up the alcohol.
You're drinking Black Tears right now. We have this wine called Black Tears. I don't really know, but we have this wine. It's what it's called, Black Tears.
Yeah, that's all dandy. But I feel like it's acceptable for me to eat McDonald's French fries late at night. But I'm not just finna sit up here and make cinnamon sugar toast. 1 piece of toast with 5 pieces of butter.
I bet the Tiger King would eat that shit. He'd smack it too, Joe Exotic.
Probably.
I bet he'd put it on one of his husbands and lick it off of him. But anyway, I digress. So something else that we're running through napkins as well. You don't know until you sit at home how many times you wash your hands or how much you waste stuff at home. I didn't realize when I came home that every time I wash my hands, I'm using a brand new napkin. I'm like, what the hell? We have to figure out a way to condense napkins right now.
We need to use a rag.
And then,
we need to use a towel.
And then I open up something else for y'all. So we are still potty training, and Blake is pissing everywhere. So therefore, I need to continue to wash my hands because now I don't want the pink eye. Because what if he poops and I go to wipe him, then I go to wipe my face. Now I got the pink eye. So I have to also now be concerned about getting pink eye, coronavirus, PP fingernails. It's too much stuff going on in my house
potty
that I gotta worry
training
about.
is truly the most ghetto shit that I have ever done in my life. Like,
yeah,
we're like day 2 of serious potty training. Like, we introduced this a while ago, but we're like day 2 for real, serious potty training. And it's just nasty. It's
hand
nasty.
towel. So you wash your hand towel every day? That's crazy to me. I just saw that on there. Somebody said a hand towel, wash it every day. Would you do that?
I mean, that sounds very wasteful for water. I don't have enough clothes to wash every day. But I would have to get like 5 hand towels.
Yeah, the paper towel though,
and
man.
wash them once a week.
I see why people were going stocking up on tissue and paper towels now because we're running through, but I didn't mean to cut you off. But yeah, potty training, most ghetto shit ever. I was so frustrated at Blake today, I want to put him out. They have a dog cage next door to our house, and I almost wanted to go ask the people next door to let me borrow their dog cage. I'm just playing. I love my son. But for real though, like my man he would pull down his pants and pee in the middle of the floor. Like, my guy, just piss on the pot. It's right there. But anyway.
Yep, we got piss on the couch, piss on the floor. Our house is it's a piss house.
Yep. So listen. I like to include, and so I want to do something right now on the live. What's up? I want to include y'all on the live. So let me ask y'all a question, and I'm going to tell y'all, what is the first thing that the first place that you all will go as soon as the quarantine is over? Where is somewhere that you've been missing? And as soon as all this is over, you're running to the first place. Y'all let me know.
First place I'm going to is to get my wax.
Ooh, that thing look like a hair salon, nail shop. Wax need to be in
and
there.
I really need a pedicure.
I'm telling you, downstairs like a guy. Like, speaking of the Tiger King, they don't wolf down there.
Shut up.
That old wolf.
I'm not trying to do Sunday fun day. Like, I would, that would be great to go out, kick it with my friends. The weather's getting warmer. But when they
Club
say
Shay,
y'all can go and leave the house, I'm going to get a wax.
Listen, the first place that everybody's saying the same thing, the hair salon, the nail shop, everybody, the gym. Look at that. It's trying to get swole out here. Be cute, be fine for the summertime. The first place, Rashad, I know she going to the gym. She missed it. She jacked anyway. The first place I'm going to, as soon as this whole thing is over, I'm going to the barbershop.
Bates Nursery, we need perennial shrubs.
I'm going to...
I feel you.
I don't even know what the hell that is.
He wants to do some yard work.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm going to... first place, I'm going to get a haircut. I'm going to 2 places. I'm going to get a haircut, then I'm going to Jenny's Ice Cream. Listen to me. I'm smacking some ice cream. I don't even like ice cream like that on a regular basis, but as soon as this shit over, I'm getting me a triple scoop cone. I'm going to have brain freeze for 5 days. I can't wait to go get some Jenny's ice cream as soon as all this is over with. Holla at your boy.
You're so passionate in your tone.
I got to be passionate because I want you to feel me. I want you to feel me, but I like y'all. Listen, so what I'm going to do, since a lot of y'all out there want to get y'all nails done, and you know what I'm saying, I'm feeling generous right now because
he's about to do a giveaway.
Yeah, I am. We got up to like 80 or something, like 75 of y'all on here, and I appreciate each and every one of y'all. But at the end of this podcast, I'm going to think of a giveaway for everybody that was on here, and I'm going to randomly pick somebody, and I'm going to pay to get y'all nails done. It's on me. On me. Wherever y'all want to go. On
Nail
me.
salon giveaway. Now.
Oh, it's a limit, though.
Wait, I was going to say, are you sponsoring like a manicure and a pedicure?
No,
what we doing? Dip powder? How basic or extreme we going to get?
I saw Meg Thee Stallion.
We doing dip powder with tips? What's going on?
I saw Meg Thee Stallion say on her on Complex interview, it costs $80 to get her nails done. Y'all ain't Meg Thee Stallion. Y'all can't twerk like that. Y'all getting 40 and y'all gonna be happy.
We doing
so I'm giving it away
pedicure,
right now.
Like,
I'm giving away $40, whatever it can get you. Like, I don't give a damn what you get for $40.
A jelly petty or like the basic petty. The basic petty is usually between like $25, $30. So we're gonna need a little bit more so we can get, the foot massage and the hot.
You don't need all that. You just need your nails painted.
And the rose petals and like that's the pedicure. After being in quarantine for so many weeks, we're gonna want the top-notch pedicure. We're not gonna want the basic pedicure when we get up out of this.
Get the rest of this shit from your man. I'm giving you the starter kit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you get the rest of that. But see, 40 is good in the hood. Who said that? You getting it. Who is that? I can't see your name. It's going too fast. But I'm going to find you, and you getting this $40. Ain't nobody else getting it because y'all ungrateful. I see all them pink hearts. Now, pink heart that shit. All right. I had to say that. Now, so we got that out of the way. So, I got to talk about something else real fast. Matter of fact, let me hit my other button because this is something good I really got to talk about.
During the week, we got deep. Chill. Let's talk on the podcast.
That's what somebody said $90. Who said that? I need one for $90. You ain't getting one from me. I'm gonna give you 40 and you get the rest from your man. Okay.
But to see if they don't have a man, then
I got people that will take care of them. Single people too. If you need somebody, let me know.
Give them 60.
I'm giving y'all $60, all right? 40 for me, 20 for her. 20 from her. We giving y'all $60. Now listen, let me get into my bag real fast. So this week, if y'all saw my Insta story and a lot of people saw it, I was cleaning out India's car, had a stench to it. India leaves diapers in her car.
Was it a diaper in there? I couldn't figure out what the smell was.
I think it was like old banana or some shit. Anyway, I was digging through the car, trying to find stuff, figure out what the smell was, and I ran across something that I thought could have been the smell. The smell that I thought it was an old pair of India's underwear. Now listen, when I saw these underwear, I was shocked, first of all, and I'm like, why does my married wife, I know she's my wife and she's married, why does my married wife have her underwear in her car? The last time I was talking to a girl way before India that had underwear in the car, she just got done doing some old freak shit. So I got to thinking, I trust my wife, so that never crossed my mind, but I got to thinking, what if India would have saw some old boxers in my car? What would she have done?
Okay, so let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Because
now we're about to get to it.
No, because
had she saw them saying, but had she saw some boxers, first of all, she'd be like, I know you don't pee on yourself. You're not pooping on yourself. What would have happened?
You could have sharted.
Nah, not me. I got good bowels.
But you sharted before. So
I got a hard stool.
I
got a hard stool.
But you sharted before. So you could have sharted. Now, I don't expect you to leave your underwear in the car because I know what type of person you are. So, had I gotten in the car and found a pair of boxers, that would have just been strange to me, and I would have had to give you the 3rd degree because I know you. Me, on the other hand, it's not unusual for me to take my panties off in the car.
Oh my God. What are you trying to do?
Bear with me.
You got leather seats and you got a heat warmer.
So like I said, those have been in there since I was pregnant. And when you're pregnant, it just be a lot of bodily stuff going on. And it was hot outside. So honestly, it happens a lot in the summertime. Like if I have on a dress and it's like super hot and, I'm just sweating and stuff, then I'll just take my panties off. You just got to air out. You just got to air it out.
You got leather seats too. I know them seats be bucket. I bet them seats be smelling like who did it and what for. Them seats smell like the coronavirus. Your seats got the
coronavirus.
I'm telling you, listen to me right now.
I could have gotten a wax.
You could have.
Because I don't put on my underwear after I get a wax. Because it's so sensitive.
But every guy would agree with me. And they probably wouldn't say it in front of their girl. But if their wife or girlfriend found some drawers in their car, they would have had to answer for that. They would have had to.
Wait, the woman would have had to answer to that?
No, the dude, listen.
No. Had I found panties in your car?
No, drawers, like my own.
Oh, I'm so confused. Had I found panties in your car, I would have fought you.
Yeah, I know. I know you would have. If you found drawers in my car, I was going to get my shit repossessed that day. I'm calling Ford of Nashville. Come pick it up. Y'all got to come get
2012 India would have resurfaced and she would have been reborn.
I ain't gonna lie. Had I had some old drawers in my car, let me tell you what a true player would have did back in the day. I would have said I got my oil changed like Saturday and somebody must have left it in there when I got my oil changed. That's a hell of a story.
I do your laundry. I don't do it all the time, but I do your laundry enough to know all of your underwear.
But I'm saying,
so that wouldn't have been the case. And you don't like new underwear. You like old underwear.
I got some new ones on
the likelihood of you having some decent looking underwear in the car that you could blame on somebody else, it wouldn't have happened.
I got some new draws on tonight. I just want y'all to know.
So your what ifs isn't working.
Well, listen, I got some new ones on, so I just wanted to put that out there. Now, let's go into a deeper, darker subject. So, we all been quarantined, and a lot of y'all are probably out there in relationships right now, doing your thing, which is good. Some of y'all are quarantined with your significant other. Some of y'all want to get flued out and be quarantined with somebody sexy, or y'all want to fly somebody in and have them lay up with you. But if you're married or in a relationship, I got a question for y'all right now. I got a question for you, India. What are some tips that you can do so people won't kill each other out there while they're married or in a relationship? It just cut off.
So, one of the biggest things I think is separating. Like, so that you don't kill each other, I think it's very important to separate.
Okay.
I don't feel like we should be sitting up under each other 24/7.
Like this.
There's a time for this. Not a place. Obviously, the place is in your home, but there's a time for this. And I feel like it's very important to have time for yourself. So like with you and I've been getting up and I will go. He's gotten mad at me the past couple of days because I've locked the door because I don't want him coming in and interrupting my me time.
And the thing about locked doors in my house, I feel like y'all don't, no more locked doors on Friday. No more locked doors on Friday after next, whatever it was. One of the Friday after next, I think it was. Now, India locks doors, and not only does she lock doors, India has had our house smelling like a corner store for the last 2 or 3 weeks.
No,
she has been lighting
it does not smell
incense.
like a corner store. I've been burning Palo Santo.
I don't know what the hell she been burning. She been burning something that's been having my nose burning. Smell like I've been sniffing some.
Either way it goes, I get my quiet time. I shut the door,
India
and I don't like
door.
to be interrupted because Bear will just walk in the door, and I could be laying in the floor, or I could be sitting there trying to meditate, or I could be doing yoga, and I just don't like to be interrupted during those things.
Can I say something? Can I interject?
What?
I really believe you've taken advantage of the premium Pornhub subscription.
I have not.
I think you have finally let your freak flag fly. I think India has started to lock these doors because she wants to take full advantage of what's going on in these trying times.
That's not what's happening.
We'll continue.
That's not what's happening. Anyways, and I feel like you get your quiet time because you get up and you've been going and working out in the garage. Like, you don't even work out in the house. You work out either on the back patio or in the garage. So that we're not killing each other, it's very important for us to have personal space every single day.
Yep.
Also, I feel like for the couples who have 2 people working from home right now.
You ain't working. She is not working.
I feel like it's important that you make 2 separate office spaces.
I agree with that.
Because we all, like, we work and we don't know how each other work, right?
We don't.
We go to 2 different offices. We go to 2 different jobs.
Mm-hmm.
And we get in our own groove,
we
right?
do.
We have our own space, whether it's in a cubicle or, wherever you're working. It's your space that you're working in. And you're not used to sharing that space with your husband.
You're not.
Or your boyfriend or, whoever you're living with. Even if it's just like a roommate, that you're living with.
Yeah. So
you're not used to having to share those spaces. So
that's a good point.
I also think that it's important for you to create your own little office space.
I said that and you looked at me like I was crazy.
No, I didn't.
Okay.
I did not.
Okay, go ahead. Keep going.
Anyways, I don't know. I just think that has been key in our survival of this. Because at this point, we're 2 full weeks in.
We are.
At least.
We are.
Into the quarantine.
And I'll be completely honest with you guys. We really don't talk to each other that much during the day. We don't talk to each other. It's like we could be in the same space. I don't know if it's good or it's bad, but it works for us. We could be in the same space. We could be sitting in the living room. Well, I'll be sitting on the kitchen island. She'll be in the living room area, and she'll be with Blake, and I'll be over there doing my work. And we don't talk to each other really until like lunchtime, or if I got a joke to tell you.
I mean, really, it's pretty much as if you were still in the office.
Yeah.
Like I get up with Blake and we
upstairs, downstairs. There it is.
We keep our same morning routine. I teach Blake. I don't let Blake go and, sit with you. Sometimes he'll sit with you.
Yeah.
But for the most part, Blake and I continue on with our normal routine. You continue on as if you were literally sitting in your office.
Yeah.
And had you actually been in the office, you call me every day on your lunch break.
I do.
So now that we're in the house, we talk. We talk on your lunch break.
And something else too. I said this. I think I said this last week, but I'm gonna say it again. I do feel like that routines are important. So if you get up, man, like don't stop doing what you're doing right now. Continue to do what you're doing. I feel like I get up at 5:30 a.m. I go work out. I come back. I take a shower. I get dressed. India talked about me tonight because I got clean tonight for y'all. Get back, girl. Show these shoes off. I got clean tonight. So I said, listen, I want to do this like it's a real life. I do everything like it's going to be on a big stage. And I feel like if you keep that routine and keep that mindset, your mind will stay sharp. So even though I don't got to go to work into the office, I still get up and go on about my business. Now, while we're in the house, I do think some other things that keep us from, I guess, at each other's throat, because we can. Like, we're two totally different people.
I'm a Capricorn.
I wasn't really going to hit her.
He's a Leo.
I'm
a Capricorn. He's a Leo. We clash a lot.
See? Yeah. So you don't talk to each other for hours. It's all right, Aisha. I mean, I just do my thing. But anyway, so yeah, like, when it comes down to it, like how we react to one another, I feel like that we have to acknowledge boundaries, and also we have to know what the other one likes and respect that. I know you like your quiet time. You know I like to be loud. Now, that's one thing that we can't really get down with. So I wear headphones in the house. I do wear headphones around the house. I have them over there in the corner right now. I listen to all my podcasts loud as I can. I listen to old Club Shay Shay, loud as I can, right here. I do walk around with my headphones on because I do want to continue to feel like myself. There it is.
No, I appreciate you doing that, because if you were still walking around with your music playing out, then I would have an attitude.
Yeah. Well, I'm a Leo. We do all day.
I see a couple people saying that,
The guy used to talk about in her pajamas.
I was going to say, I see a couple people saying that since they work from home, they're not actually getting dressed. So me seeing you at home every day now and looking at your routine has sort of kind of motivated me to get my own routine. Here you go being extra. Here you go. Like, why? Just why? Why?
I want to do the challenge. I'm trying to get my challenge on.
I cannot.
I can't believe that.
I've come up with my own routine that I've been pretty consistent with since the quarantine started.
So can you stop and say I inspired you again?
No, I'm not saying it again.
I tried.
But now I'm like, okay, and having a routine is keeping me on my toes because we don't have anywhere to go. So it's so easy for me to just lay in the bed all day. Like that, nothing can just pull me out of the bed. Like if I want to stay in the bed all day and not move, I will do that. And so in order for me to not do that and actually get things accomplished, I do get up now and I shower and I actually put on clothes. I don't put on nice clothes.
I did try.
I just don't stay in what I slept in all day because that makes me feel like I want to go back to sleep. And I'm trying not to do that during this time.
India's a sleep queen, too. This can sleep anywhere. She can go to sleep. She can go to sleep right now if I let her. She can sleep anywhere, whenever. She takes naps now. One thing India has added to her routine is cookies and snacks more often than not. My girl...
You're not... Why are you calling me out about what I be eating?
My bad.
What are you eating?
The same stuff I always eat. Now, you did go get a cupcake collection, and I bust down one and a half.
You wanted those cupcakes.
I bust down 1.5 cupcakes from the collection.
You wanted those cupcakes.
And my girl, you bust down 2.5.
No, I didn't.
Shit.
I've only eaten 1.5.
Okay, believe what you want to believe.
There's only 4 cupcakes in the pack. I ate a full chocolate one and a half a strawberry one.
She finna be $350 in 3 years.
And guess what? Even if I am, he still gonna love me $350 or $150. It don't matter.
How you know that though? You got mad at me. All right, I gotta put it out there. I'm being transparent. I gotta do me. India and I were talking the other day. We really saying.
Okay, so I don't think Cupcake Collection is open. You can get Cupcake Collection cupcakes at Taziki's.
They come right to your car. You ain't got to go nowhere. They do like this.
No. You do have to go in and get them because they don't they don't take over the phone payments. They don't take over the phone payments, so you do have to go in and get the cupcakes. But like I called the Taziki's in Mount Juliet and I asked them if they had any left. They said
she
yes.
Smacked them. 2.5.
And they reserved my little 4-pack of cupcakes and I went to Taziki's and picked them up. There was nobody else in the store.
Billy and Melissa, I'm sending y'all some. I'm sending you some. Don't worry about it. Y'all just go pick them up tomorrow. I'm going to buy them. I'm giving it away too.
I just said they don't take payments over the phone. Are you going to cash app them?
I'm going to cash app him tonight.
Okay.
I'm going to cash app and whoever won that $60 from me. I'm already down $70 tonight. Don't take no more of my money. My baby needs shoes. But I'm going to tell you how you can give me some money back in a second. Now, with all that being said, we do have to figure out like better habits as far as eating because the cupcakes and shit, they got to go. I don't want to sit around here and get fat and whack, look like Larry Holmes with a nutsack. I don't want to do that. All right. But in the meantime, in between time, I read something today that also, I think you sent me an article about New York. In New York, it was an attorney that said that the inquiry of divorces are up 50%. People have started to look up the word divorce and how to get divorced 50% more within this past 2 weeks than it has been for the entire year. Now I wondered that, like, how many divorces are going to come because people just don't know how to coexist. It's hard for two people who are strong-willed to sit at the house all day and coexist with one another. So I even did some research on my own. I was intrigued. So I ended up going to Google Trends. I went to Google Trends and I typed in the word divorce and I wanted to see how true that was. And lo and behold, there it was. The divorce rate, like how to get a divorce, divorce lawyers in certain areas. And the top areas were Mississippi, Alabama, Kentucky, New Jersey, and somewhere else. But it was crazy. So stay strong, my people. Stay strong.
What I think is the issue. So these people who are inquiring about divorce, they probably always wanted to get a divorce, in my opinion.
Financial issues, there it is.
If you're not smart with your money, obviously this quarantina has, put a big dent in a lot of people's pockets.
Yeah.
And a lot of people do divorce over money and communication issues. Mm-hmm. So during this time, I feel like if you're not up to par in communication, you are going to fail in your relationship or you're going to come really close to it.
Right.
And, because of the way that our lives have been structured up until this point.
Yep.
In the grand scheme of things, we're not around our spouses that much. Like we're not around our families that much because we spend so much time at work.
Courthouse closed.
We work.
Facts.
And then you bring in the commute, and a lot of people are only around their spouses for dinner and then to go to bed.
Man, I'm gonna keep it real. Some people don't even like their woman, man. They just want to just bust that thing down. They so used to just being with her and they got comfortable, they don't want to leave. Some people love going to work and just to get away from their people. I own everything. A lot of people might find that strange, but I know people who can't wait to go to work. I know people who can't wait to go out with the homies because they just don't want to be around old funky lady or man.
But what they should be doing is communicating and getting down to the root of the issue as to why they don't like being around each other or why this husband or this partner doesn't like being around this wife or this girlfriend or, whatever the case is.
Yeah.
Like you need to figure out why is it that you guys are in the house and you literally want to tear each other apart and like you literally can't stand each other. Mm-hmm. So instead of running to divorce or, running back to work or wherever you're running to, I feel like I keep saying this. I've been saying this to my friends. I feel like this time is not happening for nothing.
I agree. And
this is a time where we're forced to sit in our shit. And we're forced to...
Give it up for India.
Sit Simply because
make it funky, queen.
Simply because we don't have anywhere to go.
Yes, Lord, we don't.
We don't have an escape.
We don't.
We don't have our coworkers to vent to. We don't have our friends to vent to because we're literally in the same.
I'm about to give you a heart for that
place. we're stuck in the same space as our partners.
Yeah.
So, like I said, instead of running away, I feel like this is a time where we need to be figuring out, like, why isn't this relationship working? And why can I not stand you right now? Like, what do we need to do different in this time? How can we connect better in this time? What type of ways do we need to figure out how to date each other and get to know each other in these times? Because a lot of us have been together in these relationships for so long that we have forgotten how to date our partners. And I said at our last live show that in relationships, I feel like you grow in and out of love constantly. And you have to figure out new ways to love the person that you fell in love with. It's a cycle. You go up and down, you go up and down. So,
and what a time to do it than right now. What a better time to do it than right now.
Yeah, I feel like this quarantine has like put us in a place where we're having to face what's wrong.
Yeah.
And fix it. And I don't think we're supposed to come out of it worse than what we were when we went into it.
Ooh, that girl letting them know tonight. Give it up for Indy. I got to clap. Jesus Christ. You've been watching Dr. Oz. I can already tell. You read something. That was deep. I don't even got no jokes. That was deep. Yeah. That was good. I don't really have anything negative or joking to say because people... Shit, don't make me laugh. People need to hear that because, like you said, a lot of us get into these situations in these small areas with one another, and we just can't do it. We can't coexist. We can't find the common denominator on why we got married or why we got in this relationship in the first place. And it may be time for us to go back, reconnect, re-engage one another. Now's the time to, hey, talk, look each other in the eye. You like that? Like I looked at you.
You so awkward.
I'm sexy. Well, she thought I was sexy right then. I said, look me in the eye. So I like that. That was good. So yeah. But now, with that being said, a lot of y'all out there are also single during this quarantine time. So we don't want to just sit back and then just say, hey, this is all about relationships, because we do have friends out there that are single. Like two of my friends I talked to last night. So let's talk about that real fast. Now, I saw on the Shade Room or somewhere Russel Wilson and Ciara and Lala. Lala asked the couple, she asked Ciara first, like, what did she pray for, or what did she ask for in the prayer? Because every time somebody asks her about Russel Wilson, she'll say, hey, I prayed for it. And they would say, hey, well, what exactly did you ask for in the man? So, India, my question for you would be, did you pray for a relationship or a man, or like, how did you come about this fine debonair brother?
I didn't. I don't think I prayed about it until I was already in it.
What? You just stumbled upon me? Oh, you a freak nasty. Freak. I
didn't just stumble upon you. You stumbled upon me.
Well, somebody stumbled upon somebody.
You walked into my life. I didn't walk into yours.
But yeah, you know what she said though? So I like Ciara's answers to that question. She said it wasn't a specific prayer that she said. She said that she prayed consistently every night for a certain type of guy. Now, I always said,
had I been praying then, back in 2010,
you probably would have been praying. I not got married.
Have prayed for the type of guy that you were in 2010. That would not have been the prayer. To pray for that type of... I would not have been praying for that beard.
I was faithful. I was in love. I was caring. I was endearing. I was charming.
You weren't. Had I don't know. Had I been praying that prayer, we may not have made it to today.
See, and I knew Cam did. I was gonna mention that. Cam did. Cam prayed for his. He even said that when he proposed to Sid, he said that I prayed for this, and he's mentioned that to me and a couple of the fellas before, and I feel like that's big. A lot of people don't talk about that. Like when guys get together, we don't be like, shit, I prayed for my woman. Ain't nobody saying that.
I also think that with that comes maturity.
Okay.
I was 19 when we met. So I wasn't praying for my husband when I was 19. I didn't know to be praying for a husband when I was 19. I was just trying to have fun, have a good time. And it just turned into something more. Like when I met you, it wasn't like, oh, let me pray to see if this is my husband. It was like, nah, I'm just trying to have a good time. I was in college. I had met another guy. We was going on some dinner dates.
Y'all saw my pictorials.
Eating.
Getting swole out here.
So to me, then it wasn't anything more than that. And so that's why I said that I think it comes with maturity, because had I met you in the space that I am in now, I would have been singing a different tune.
Okay. I can tell.
And I for sure would have, been being very specific in praying for, the type of man that I would have wanted to marry. I just don't think that you're in that headspace when you're 19.
No, definitely not. When you're 19, you are just kicking it. When I was 19, oh, Lord.
And so, I know a lot of people on this live are saying that they pray for their spouses, but looking at the age range of the people that are tuned in here, everybody is probably between 26 and 35. So that makes sense to me. Now, but I don't think anybody's praying for a spouse at 19.
Not at all. Not at all. Like I said, you're praying for a good time, but as you progress through the relationship, how many dates, let me back up, how many dates did it take you, or did it take us to realize that, hey, this is it, we're going to make this official? Was it a number of dates? Was it a feeling, or what was it? Was it an ultimatum when I was out here, quote unquote, messing off? I really wasn't doing nothing. I was praying most of the time.
It wasn't a number of dates. We were just dating and...
But should there be a number? Only before you make it official, is there a certain amount of dates you should go on, or should you just have a feeling like?
No, I think it's all about feeling. I feel like you should trust your gut feeling, and you'll definitely know whether or not this person is somebody that you want to be with or should be with rather.
Tan, what you praying for?
I didn't give you an ultimatum. Okay. It's like we were dating. You fucked up royally. I cut you off. We took a break. And then we came back.
We did.
So, and I think that everybody's story is different.
We made it last forever.
I don't think that there's a one size fits all for relationships.
Okay.
Things work very differently for different people, and what they want out of a relationship.
Okay.
But I think for me, early on, it was so difficult for me because I was in this serious relationship at such a young age.
Yeah. And this is true. This is true. Now, Russel Wilson flipped it on her. When they asked Russell, because Russell was like, hey, nobody ever asked me that I pray for Ciara. And he said he prayed for a girl, but he had non-negotiables, because he said that marriage to him is a business. No matter how you look at it, being married to somebody is still a business, regardless. So he said he had 5 non-negotiables. When it comes to a contract, you go in with the things you're going to budge on and the things that you're not. And he laid out those 5 things, and I'm not going to say them out loud yet, but I want to ask India. It doesn't have to be 5, but were there any non-negotiables that you wanted in a guy? Or, better yet, do you guys have any non-negotiables that you want in a significant other? Let me know what are y'all's non-negotiables, and I'll tell you mine.
I think I have different non-negotiables now.
Yeah, right.
Than what I probably had.
You know what? They can change.
Than what I probably had.
No kids.
Back then.
It's Amber.
But what I require is that you respect me.
Okay.
I'm not. So we're talking about just you and I speaking.
There it is, non-negotiables.
Infidelity is non-negotiable for me.
Okay.
Simply because if you've been following along with our podcast and you've listened to the earlier episodes, when Baird and I were...
I like that. Communication, faith, finance, integrity.
Yeah. When Baird and I were just dating, or whatever the case that was,
I was just dating.
Back in 2010 through 2011,
teeth,
I dealt with
titties, toes,
I guess infidelity or cheating, or whatever
the
case that
you?
was back then.
Who did that?
So moving forward, but like I said, I was 19, so I feel like had I been in that space now, 10 years later, it would be an absolute no for me.
Okay. But you went from 19 to 29, though.
Exactly. And that's why I said what you want in relationships, I think it comes with maturity. A lot of people don't know what they want or what their ideal relationship looks like when they're so young.
Right.
I'm not dealing with physical abuse. I'm not dealing with verbal abuse. Like I said, it's all about respect. You will respect me.
So those are the non-negotiables. Lay them out, girl.
I will respect you.
Lay them out straight up. Now, I had a few myself. I like how y'all said teeth. That was a big one. It's huge. Nobody wants a meth mouth. Oh, yuck mouth. Like the Tiger King. One of his husbands had no teeth. And then come to find out, he wasn't even gay. He just didn't have teeth. But anyway, I digress. Some of my non-negotiables were as well. Like, I wanted a woman with drive and ambition. Like, I don't care what you do. I do care what you do. But my biggest thing, and this might sound kind of, I don't know, like selfish to me, but I wanted a woman that had ambition. We can pinpoint other things around that, but you cannot be lazy. You cannot sit around the house and not do anything. You cannot sit around the house and not have any bright ideas. You got to have a idea. I don't give a damn. Don't sit around the house like this microphone stand. You know what I mean? Think. Use your brain. That's all I want you to do. Just have some drive and ambition. Bring something to the table.
But I feel like that has always been what you wanted out of a relationship.
I'm gonna set it. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna set the table. And if you can set it with me, God bless. Let's set this mother together and make a king's table. But I'm gonna do everything I can do to set the table. Now, if you can bring a fork and a plate, the feast to make the table look good, if you can build a table with me, let's build this table together. I want somebody with drive and ambition. I want somebody that's going to push me just as well as I'm going to push them. I can't have anybody lazy around me. I don't even like lazy friends. I'm sorry. If you, like, right now at the point I am in my life, if you're my friend and we're not all on this trajectory right here, I don't even want you around me. Like, let's learn some shit. You know what I'm saying? So not only non-negotiables with a woman, but also non-negotiables in friendship as well. Like, let's elevate one another. Elevate. You know what I'm saying? Let's do it together. But anyway, that's one. And also family values. I saw somebody say that. I think y'all stole that from me. Family values. I'm a big family person. I love all my friends. I love all my family. I want all us to get along. I want my friends to be your friends to be my friends. And if we can all get along like that, then that's going to make the structure even better. So if one of us fall, the other one will be each other's crutches. That's what Jay-Z said anyway. It's a big one. So another one is I didn't want anybody that had any addiction issues. That's big for me. I don't want anybody that can just hold on to something and just grab it and just stick to it. Like, it's cool. Drink a glass of wine. I'm going to drink a Red Bull, whatever the case may be, but you don't need the glass of wine. You don't need the Red Bull. No addiction issues. So like I said,
addiction was one with me too, but that's only because I think we both have seen addiction before in families. Or like,
gotta give up them blacks.
We both have seen addiction in our families. We're not talking about black and mild.
Oh, God, please.
Anyways.
Talk about that breath. I thought it was just a morning thing. It must be an afternoon and the evening, too.
Anyways, like I said, addiction. I should have said that, too, because I had already, honestly, when I first started, like, dating guys, like, seriously, I didn't even want to date anyone who smokes weed because in my head, I just automatically knew that it would lead to something else. But then I may have smoked a couple times.
Come on now, a lot of times.
It wasn't that bad.
They blacking it out. You know what's in there.
But anything past that, if I recognize, like, I think that seeing addiction in people, especially in, like, relationships, that's, like, a huge trigger for me because it brings up a lot of negative emotions from my childhood.
I'm laughing at Chris.
So,
but I will say this too. So let me get back. I got one more. So I was on, what did I say? I was on family values, ambition, and I said no addiction. But the last thing, I'm kind of going to steal this one from Russel Wilson. He nailed it. I wanted a woman that would walk in any room, and he said it best, that would tilt the room on its axis. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like every guy wants that. I see a lot of guys on here that I know their wives or I know their girlfriends, and I know all of them are great women, and I know all of them. When they walk in the room, they elevate it. You know what I'm saying? You don't want a woman to walk into the room and everybody's like, "Oh shit, here come this queen. Ugh, get this queen out of here. Yuck." We want a woman that when people come in the room.
I'm pretty sure that if those are the thoughts, then they're probably not calling her a queen.
I didn't want to say the B word. My God. Well, here we go then.
No.
Look at this funky bitch coming in the room.
We're not going to say that either.
Get this funky bitch out of here. Ugh, yuck. Now, we want a woman that when they come in the room, they're going to be like, oh my God, look at this, her air. Like, it's just something about her. And I'm not talking about looks either. I'm talking about just the personality itself, just the whole aura. When you see some people walk in the room, you just know they got a vibe and they got a feeling. Like, I like being around certain people. Even on here, I like being around all of y'all. But when I go to work, I enjoy going to work talking to the homegirl Ruby.
I have a question.
Because I know when I talk to her, it's going to be nothing but positivity.
I have a question.
Put me on game.
So if you expect the women that you're in relationships with to be that presence when they walk in the room, what is expected of the guy when he walks in the room?
This is my non-negotiable. I didn't say what was yours. That was mine.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so you let me know that.
So if that's your non-negotiable, would you be walking into the room matching that same energy? Like, would it be like the same vibe? Like, I feel like, so like that's you want the presence of the whole room to be felt by this woman that walks into the room. Trashy. So what are we supposed to feel when you walk in the room?
They call me the human radiator. You know why? Because I give off energy. I'm giving the energy off. I want people to want us. I want y'all to want us. It's just not me. When I walk in the room, I want to elevate us as a couple. Whatever it is, every time I do something, I always say, hey, my wife such and such. I wear my ring proud. Let me tell you what somebody told me about a man with a wedding ring on. He said, when you go, Big D energy, you better let them know. Look at it. Right there. It's right there. There it is.
Oh my God, I can't believe you just did that.
Come on now. I had to show him where it was. Now, they said, I forgot what I was going to say. Leave me alone. I forgot. Oh, yeah, my cousin. Oh, we got 1 minute remaining. We're going to start it back over. So we all about to fall off in 1 minute and 49 seconds. We're going to start this thing right back over because I got something to say about wearing a wedding ring when you are among a bunch of people. But it's important to know that this thing right here, when people see you, they feel like they can trust you. They know they can, because look, if you got a wife that can trust you and you go sit down with somebody and you trying to negotiate something, they look at you like, oh man, he's already in a relationship. He's committed to something. He can be trusted. People see that as a sign of, okay, he's a trustworthy person, especially for a guy. I don't know about a girl, but for a guy, when they see a wedding ring on and you talking to somebody, some people like
You mean like talking to somebody of like the opposite sex?
No, talking to like business, trying to make business deals, trying to make moves.
Okay.
When people see that, they look at you like, oh, you can be trusted. His man got a wife, then shit. I could trust him too. I
was going to say, because guys wear their wedding rings to like bars and stuff all the time, and they literally do not care about flirting with women at the bar while they're
I'm talking about, see, we talking about different stuff.
Okay,
I'm on another level now.
I was just trying to clarify.
I'm on a big boy level. I was just trying to
clarify what you were saying that this ring was supposed to do.
I'm thinking differently now. Jay-Z said that. Jay-Z said a man that don't take care of his family can't be rich. Come on now. I'm trying to put y'all on game tonight. That's what I'm doing. So wear your wedding ring when you go in business deals. Now, outside at the bar, you can take it off.
But what if you're not in a relationship? Then what advice do you have for people who are not married?
Go find you a woman. Ashley on here right now looking for a man.
Oh.
She's a catch, too. It's my best friend. She talked about me so bad last night. I still love her to death, though. But go find her. Her name is Chanel #4 on Instagram, fellas. If you're out there and you're single, looking for somebody ready to mingle. And then Diane is on here, too. Go holler at both of them. And we about to get off right now. But we're going to keep talking. Let me pause this real fast. Stop. But yeah, so wear your ring and go out there and holler. And so before I move off of Ashley and Diane, we had a conversation. And I want to ask you guys, for the single ladies and single men out there, where do you find where are good places to go out there and find people, find mates, find significant others? Because we talked about this yesterday. I don't think the club is the right spot anymore. What I was mentioning.
Was the club ever a good spot? Though? I mean, yes.
Shit.
We did meet in the club, but I'm saying.
I found her in the club.
Really?
Looking like a stray cat. I said, come here, girl.
That is not how the story went.
That is how it went.
But a lot of people don't really take relationships seriously that they actually meet in the club. So where else
Lowe's
are you supposed to meet?
Home Depot.
Okay, Lowe's, Home Depot.
I said that. Who said that? I can't even see the name. Went too fast. A friend's house or a friend's recommendation. I said nowadays the best place to meet somebody would be going over somebody's house and they having like a big old house party or a game night, and then they have friends of the opposite sex who are single, and then you meet somebody. I don't feel like the party, like the club itself, is the best place. Like our friends Josh and Britley, we go over their house. They always have people over to the crib. We kicking it over there.
Christian Mingle.
we kicking it over Josh and Britley's house, but they have different people around that they make a love connection over their house. Ashley said a networking event. I said a networking event ain't it. That network, because people, I said 20% of the guys at a networking event know how to talk to girls. The other 80% of guys at a networking event are only there to network. Everybody, going back to energy, that old BDE. Going back to that old energy. A lot of those guys at networking events, they don't have the type of energy that a girl would like. So I feel like networking events are hit or miss, but the majority of the times, work is a good one. So now work is good.
I think work is kind of sticky. Now, granted, Barrett does know a few couples from his job. However, I feel like that can get very
best white friend.
Sticky. Yes. I said there's a couple of couples at your company who are in serious relationships together. However, I feel like you have to be very careful with dating someone that you work with, because just think, if y'all got into it the night before, unless you work for a very big company and you work in completely different departments and you don't have to worry about seeing that person all day. If you work like in very close proximity with the person, I do not suggest dating them, because arguments and disagreements are bound to happen. And then that's going to be throwing your whole workflow off because you're mad at your coworker who you just had sex with the next night.
Ooh,
I don't recommend.
That's nasty.
I don't recommend that.
Twitter after dark. Now, so I don't know. Like I said, I see a lot of y'all did say the house party vibes, and I do feel like those are the vibrations. Now, I was going to give a relationship, but we've been on here a long time and we're getting ready to conclude. You want to keep going? We can keep this shit going. Let's keep it going. Now, let me stop, though, because I want to talk about something else real fast. I do not believe, since we got all you here, I want to talk about this. I do not believe that Love is Blind will happen in the real world. I told him that last night, too. I don't think that Lauren would have dated Cameron for 2 weeks and then Cameron proposed to her and then she would have said, yeah, nah. But now they're a beautiful couple in real, like how they did it, fantastic. But in real life, Love is Blind wouldn't work. I asked Ashley last night, I said, so you mean to tell me if you met this guy, y'all talked every day, FaceTimed, text, called throughout the day, and then on week 2, he proposed to you, you would say, yeah?
I think Love is Blind is different.
Okay, help me out now. Let's figure it out.
Because I think they go into Love is Blind. If you're unfamiliar with Love is Blind, you should be. But it's a
hell of a show.
It's a dating show that's on Netflix. Very entertaining. It's a great show. I think that those couples on Love is Blind go into it with the intent of finding someone to marry. Mm-hmm. Without the show, I don't think that could work.
But look, hold on, let me stop you right there. I feel like at the age that we are now, we are going into relationships with the intent on the next person that we are, quote unquote, dating is going to be our spouse.
Yes, because the older you get, it's like you cross that 30 threshold,
right?
And you're like, okay, I don't want anybody to waste my time now.
Okay,
and by 30, I feel like you should know what you want in a relationship.
Yeah. So there you go, Faye. That's what I'm saying.
it's completely different. It's like a shift. So I should know exactly what I want. So if we date, so say for instance, I'm 30, 35, whatever the case is, however old I am.
Yeah.
We date for 6 months, and you propose to me, and I really feel like you're the one. We just haven't dated that long as long as other people. Then yes, I'm gonna say yes, because I feel like by that age, I know exactly what I want out of the relationship.
My little baby fly. It was hilarious. Tiger King. Hey, that was hilarious. But listen though, all right, so I say all that to say this too. Now, I do know people who dated a person and they said, hey man, I knew she was the one at the first date. Cool. You can know that I knew India. Not me. I didn't know. I 100% didn't know. But I knew India was the one the first time we dated. First time I saw you, I knew you were the one. I can say that. Now, 2 weeks later, if I propose to you, you still don't know if I'm the one or not. You probably gonna say no to me, and you be like, "This mother is crazy." We could be having the time of our lives.
But I feel like it's about connection.
I do too.
If I feel like that I truly have that connection with you, then yeah, I'll probably say yes. I feel like early on, if
he's sweating.
There are red flags in a relationship.
Mm-hmm.
If there are things that you genuinely don't like, we choose to ignore those things early on.
Yeah, we do.
Like a lot of the reasons why we break up at the end of relationships, those same reasons probably showed itself at some point in the relationship, and we chose to ignore it.
Okay.
Communication issues.
Right.
Infidelity, like say for instance, if the guy you're dating is always hella sneaky about his phone, but you don't know that he's a cheater, you just know that he keeps his phone in his pocket all day. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, can you be really surprised that he cheated on you? Probably not, because he was always secretive to begin with. Like I said, a lot of times when things like that happen, the signs are there. You just choose to ignore them.
I understand it, and I'm with you on that, but that's why I say 2 weeks in the real world probably isn't a realistic amount of time to date somebody. So that's all I had to say about that. Give it up one time. Now can I go into my segment? Let me bust this thing down right now. Here we go, my favorite segment of the show.
Now unqualified advice from B-Love and B-Love's relationTIP.
I got the keys. Now, at this point of the episode, I would usually take out my phone and I would read to you guys off my relationship. But I'm going to do it a little bit. I'm going to freestyle too. Ladies out there, all y'all ladies listening right now, all of the ladies that are listening to the podcast on Tuesday, I want you guys to hear me. You all have to stop taking men for granted. And when I say that, let me get done with that face. Oh, frog face. Oh, dark-winged duck face.
Trying to figure out what you talking about.
You got to stop taking guys' love for granted. You take our love for granted as if we won't leave your ass when you always are running late. It's going to be a time. Let me get to it, though. Hold on. Let me get to it. I saw this. I thought about this because of Ray J. It's going to be a time that out of all the love in the world, you will still get left if we're running late to somewhere. India, you are the queen at that, by the way. India will wait. If the flight leaves at 11 o'clock, India will wait at 10:30 to try to leave the house to catch a flight at 11 o'clock and try to make. So y'all don't think y'all are too good to be left. Y'all are fine. Y'all know I love you to death, but you can still get left.
You're going to divorce me because I have poor time management?
I'm talking about not left. I'm talking about like you will get left at the house. I'm not going to leave you as in a divorce. Hold on. I said that wrong.
Like, you
will get left at home. Like I will leave your ass and catch my flight. Bye-bye is what I'm saying. I'm coming back to you, boo. But you know what I mean? I'm coming back, but I'm just leaving. And you got to figure out your own way to get there because the flight not going to wait for you and I'm not going to wait for you. So we have to work on time management.
But we've had these issues before.
We have.
You be so pressed and I'd be like, well, just leave. I'll just meet you there. And you just refuse to let me just meet you there. Because
if you meet me there, we're taking 2 cars, which is double the gas, which means that I'm filling up 2 tanks. And I'm tired of filling up 2 tanks. So that's what I'm trying to say. If you get left, you're staying at home. Next time I'm going to leave you and I'm taking both pair of keys. How about that?
I don't care.
And you meet me there then.
I don't care.
But I say all that to say, You guys gotta start being on time more. That's all I'm saying. That's all I really want to say. We gotta figure it out. Because I thought about this because of Ray J when he left Princess Love at the airport because she wasn't ready. He left her. And then he just went on about his business. She got mad.
And
but
she
he
was
left
pregnant. He abandoned her.
He didn't abandon her.
He abandoned her. That's what he did.
Sexy can out. She wasn't ready.
He abandoned her. So pregnant lady, there's no telling why she was running late. You can't just leave your pregnant wife at the airport.
Ray
It
J
don't
the
work
GOAT.
like that.
Ray J the GOAT. That's all I'm saying. Anyway, let's go ahead and get into India's favorite segment.
Let her upgrade you. What would India do?
That's what freestyle gets you. Hey, WWID. What would India do? Kick it!
My husband does not want to celebrate my birthday. I am wondering if I am overreacting here and think I am. My birthday is tomorrow, and I was supposed to go back home with my husband to celebrate. Obviously, given the state of the world, that did not happen, understandably. We went to the grocery store today, and all I have been wanting was to make some sort of baked treat for my birthday. And unfortunately, everyone panicked, bought all cake, brownie, flour, sugar, and any other thing I could use to make myself a birthday treat.
Can I stop you? Had she got to the grocery store on time, she would have had some treats.
Bye. Anyways, I told him I was upset and I feel like tomorrow is going to be like any other day we have spent at home. He said that of course it would be. It's a pandemic. Tonight is his sister-in-law's birthday, so we are having a Zoom party online for her.
Everybody like zoom, 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 zoom.
I asked him if he was planning on doing anything for me. He said, well, I can find something to cook for you in the fridge. It's the state of the world right now. He didn't have any plan on what he wanted to make when we went to the grocery store. I came up with the list. I'm frustrated because he has known for 3 weeks that we wouldn't be able to go back home, and he has not tried to plan anything to make my birthday special, even given the circumstances. I feel like he just doesn't care. I, too, feel like he doesn't care. I understand that we are all in a very tough situation right now with us, you know, being forced in places that we don't want to be forced in. However, like, I'm a birthday person. I want you to acknowledge my birthday. I do love my birthday. So, had this been you and I,
ain't no birthday, bitch.
Very frustrated, very upset because I want to feel special, even if we are quarantined. So whether that's you making me cinnamon toast because you can't find
cinnamon sugar toast
because we can't find anything to bake me a cake for my birthday, then that's fine. He could have arranged a date night. Mm-hmm. He could have gone to the store and bought a glass of wine, and they could have done like a birthday happy hour together and sat, you know, in their hotel or house or, you know, wherever they are, you know, and shared a couple drinks together. He could have found some paper and made her a birthday card.
The kicker is, too, out of all of this, he could have listened to the podcast last week when I talked about this, how to date your significant other, even if you run out of time. Man, go to Omaha Steaks, go to Blue Apron. They got plenty. Go to Taziki's, get you some go there and cupcakes and go ahead and do your thing like that.
And especially me, like, I'm a card person, right?
Love a card.
So Barry can buy the most expensive gift in the world, and I'm still like, where's my birthday card? Like that, literally, he can just give me a birthday card and I'm happy.
Yep.
Or, you know,
it's the simple things that count.
A small bouquet of flowers. You know, he could have gone back to that same, you know, market or whatever, because I've been to the grocery store several times since this has started and they have not been out of flowers.
Coronavirus!
So, you know, he could have done anything, and this just tells me that he simply does not care.
Bingo, Fade. Always got flowers.
So, I mean, I don't...
Speaking of flowers,
I don't know what you. I mean, this is your husband. Obviously, this is not like a divorcing situation. But I do feel like you should at least talk to him and tell him like how you truly feel. Again, I think that when it comes to couples, in order for us to make it out of this pandemic, you know, still in a healthy relationship, I think communication is going to be the key, because as this realistically, like, say for instance, we're in Nashville.
Mm-hmm.
And they said that we're on lockdown for 2 weeks. Our 2 weeks is supposed to end on April 6th. That's next week.
Yep.
I don't see it happening. So I think that, as the days go on and we're still, stuck in the house with our significant others, I do think that it's going to become a little more difficult for us to be in each other's spaces. So I think it's very important for us to talk to each other about our feelings, what's bothering us, what's irritating us, to tell each other like, hey, I need this space. Hey, I need you to do this. Hey, I would love for us to have a date night tonight. Or, whatever the case is. I think it's all about being considerate of each other during this time if you don't want to be a part of the 50% that's inquiring about a divorce.
Man,
during this time.
Listen, man, you got to do something different in the bedroom that night. If you messed up and you couldn't go out there and buy a gift, do something different in the bedroom at least. Just go crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, flip on her head and, do something nasty to her neck or something. I don't know. But you got to do something crazy. Because you can't come in there, miss the birthday gift, and then be in the bedroom half-stepping. So, my brother, God be with you.
And I mean, the article that we were reading earlier today that spoke about the, the divorce inquiries or whatever during this time, one of the things that they were saying that you can do to better your relationship is to have sex, because
Pornhub Premium. They mentioned that.
You don't need Pornhub Premium to have sex.
You can watch it together.
You can continue to watch Pornhub by yourself.
I ain't watch Pornhub, but if I'm about to see what that Premium talking about, 30 days free. Might as well.
Have at it. Go lock yourself in the bathroom. Have the time of your life.
That's what you be doing with that old candy.
Have the time of your life.
That old Candy Bird's bullet being there. I was like, God bless, what's going on with the bathroom floor one day? I thought the pipe had busted. All of a sudden, sound like somebody trying to crank up a weed eater or something. Candy, you make some phenomenal products, but they're loud as hell.
It's not bumblebee. Loud. I don't know what he's talking about, but Candy's toy line does have like this bullet and
Corona babies. They real.
Nice. Anyways,
I'm telling you.
Anyways, more sex, date nights, and separation. Having your space.
Having your space is key. Go for a drive too, man. Like if y'all have a small apartment, and if you can, like if you're not in New York or any of the cities that are like locked down, go for a drive if you need to. You don't have to sit in the house all day up under your significant other. Just go out, go for a drive. Don't let the window down. Don't talk to nobody. Just drive around the block a few times and come on back in. You know what I'm saying? Vibrating lace draws. Those are my... Oh, I'm not gonna play with Diane tonight.
Anyways,
I'm sorry,
but yeah, I truly think that your husband does not care in this time, but it's important for you to communicate with him that you feel like, although this is a pandemic and this is the the state of the world that we're living in right now, that staying true to the important parts of your relationship is still important. That's my advice.
India, tell the people where they can find you at.
India.Marie on Instagram, Shop Indie Boutique.
This number came from Shop Indie Boutique.
It is, and it's so comfortable. It's like...
Go get you one. Or two.
I've had it on all day.
You can find me at BLove1911 on all social platforms. Be sure to follow She and I Podcast on Instagram. Leave us a message at She and I Podcast at Gmail. Also, listen, I put these shirts up for sale today. Shout out to the homies at Legacy Inc. Go out there and get you one of these nice white t-shirts. They say something at the back. Go to SheandIPodcast.com and get you some merch. This shirt is cool, so it's fly. You can go on a date night with this shirt on.
So what Baird is going to do is he's going to end the recording on the podcast, and then we'll take questions, because I do see this little question feature right here.
Yeah, we want to take some questions
like we do
real
have
fast.
A question. So you can go ahead and sign out here.
Hey, we love y'all too, man. Thank y'all for tuning in, man, as always. And listen, we love y'all to death. I out, but don't y'all leave.
Out.